As we inch closer to the weekend, we're going to get more on what to expect with meteorologist Ted Schmidt.
Well, things very cold this morning. Temperature is about as cold as they've been. We've been as cold as 1 degree, but we're still minutes away from sunrise officially, and already we are starting to see temperatures climb. That's a good sign. We have warmer air coming in, and that's a sign that, well, maybe by the end of the weekend, or certainly by tomorrow, we'll begin to feel, maybe look a little more like November typically does. But we had some sun yesterday. Here's time-lapse from our Lewiston Auto camera from Assisi Heights. Sun and some fair weather clouds, and high temperature yesterday, only 20, even with all that sunshine. The coldest high temperature of the season so far, and from there, we're looking at the possibility of maybe reaching 30 today. We've already got a good start. Things are starting to warm up with some sunshine from just north of Rochester. Gary Heft set to the picture, and there's abundant sunshine ahead for maybe this afternoon. Right now, the clouds, though, for the time being, have begun to increase across the area. Big band of clouds coming in as we look now southward. A little gray, at least to start the day right now. This is our Lewiston Auto camera from Grand Rounds and South Broadway, and so far, pretty quiet morning on the roadway, and also some pretty sunrise imagery going on right now. Some thin clouds, pretty color there in the sky. From Lake City, here's our Lewiston Auto camera from the Pearl of the Lake City there along Lake Pepin, and a beautiful day there. Clouds, though, taking over with an approaching warm front. The front actually moves through tonight, but ahead of it already we're starting to see some signs of warmth. It's 5 in Rochester, but 16 in Austin. 18 in Mason City, Albert Lee, just shy of 20. The warmth is coming in from the southwest, and as we move along through the morning, temperatures will begin to climb even without a whole lot of sun initially, at least for the next few hours, but the south winds will be increasing. That's going to help those temperatures climb a little bit. 5 right now at Rochester, 7 below the wind chill. Air pressure is falling, 30.51 inches in the barometer. Breezy and warmer today, not feeling a whole lot warmer, but because of the wind chill impact, but 30 the expected high, about 10 degrees better than yesterday. And tomorrow, almost 40 or very close to it. Maybe a little bit of rain late in the day, but otherwise a little more November-like. So maybe a little November rain for our Saturday. The band of clouds coming in right now ahead of the approaching warm front. There's the front draped across the plains. And temperature-wise, again, behind that front, is starting to see some much warmer, more November-like weather. 7 right now for that morning commute over the next couple of hours with the wind chill around 0 and that brisk south breeze slowly picking up. That will be more of an issue late morning and afternoon as this warmth begins to work its way in. 5 in Rochester now, Algona 21. It's 22 in Sioux City and 19 in Des Moines. There are those clouds. We'll have sun and clouds throughout much of the day. High of 30. These winds, though, picking up at 17, 18 miles per hour, gusting to around 25. So definitely a gusty day. But there are those clouds this morning. Big gaps in the clouds for the afternoon, so we'll have at least occasional sun. Extra cloud cover this evening as temperatures will be steady right around the freezing mark, just shy of freezing. And then overnight, temperatures dip down to the 20s behind that warm front just for a few hours and then climb back to around 40. Cloud cover increasing. And here's some of that light rain that works its way in. That'll be just ahead of an approaching cold front. Not as breezy tomorrow, so actually feeling a little better with that wind absent from the scene, at least for the most part. Maybe a little bit of afternoon rain, though. And then behind the front, a breezier Sunday. We'll look for mainly gray sky, maybe a couple of glimpses at the sun, but there's a band of snow coming in from the northwest that will graze the area to our southwest. And on Sunday, look at the possibility of maybe a thin coating of snow. Here's what we're expecting in the way of snowfall. Possibility of ½ inch, maybe 1 inch in a few spots of that afternoon and early evening snow on Sunday. Another system comes in and pulls temperatures back up to the 20s next Wednesday and Thursday. That'll bring us a chance at another coating of snow. In between, though, near record cold on Monday and Tuesday, at least cold for high temperatures with those teens early next week. Those would be the coldest high temperatures we'll have had so far this season. Breezy and feeling a little warmer today. 30 in Rochester, 32 Albert Lee, 46 is the seasonal average. And again, we'll be well shy of that. 30 degrees this afternoon with those gusty south winds. Tonight, 24, not as breezy after midnight. The skies clear off a bit. The 7-day forecast looking at a little bit of rain late tomorrow, or I guess we'll say mid to late afternoon for the second half of tomorrow. And then a little snow later Sunday, another dose of snow on Wednesday of next week.
Well, the state playoffs for high school football kick off tonight, and the temperatures not as bad as a morning like this would be.
Definitely, yeah. It won't be this cold for at least a few more days for the morning, thankfully. 1 degree, though, was the morning low a couple hours ago. That tied a record for today for the low temperature.
That is certainly very low. Thank you, Ted.